Alright, so this is something. So if you don't know, Black Clover Mobile was supposed to shut down, well, is shutting down this month, actually. I didn't even think about that, but it's shutting down this month. And it's getting a Chinese version under a new publisher. I do not have the slightest clue if this means that Global is also going to get this. I kind of hope it does, but let's read this and see what this says. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, there's no information. It just shows this. I guess let's read the comments. Oh, wait. Is it being ran by this or something? Can I translate this? Black four-leaf clover, magical emperor's way. Category: popular blood anime adaptations. Now, something about this. Some of this translation seems just a little bit off. A little bit off. I'll let you guys figure out what it is. Alright, let's sort of read this. The developer said, "Hello everyone, this is the Black Four-Leaf Clover Magic God Way project team." Jesus. Thank you very much for your attention to this product. In this work, we reconstruct the anime scene, whether it's the Haji Village Church or the Black Riot Group base has been restored 1-to-1. At the same time, it also uses 3D animation to reimport whatever the plot from the touch of Yasta and Yuno in the sunset to the high burn battle against the White Knight Eye. These classic scenes are also included in the game. I hope that the old powder can regain the touch of watching the anime, and the new powders who first see Black Four-Leaf Clover can also be smoothed out and happy. You can also recruit your favorite wizards in the game, set up your own elusive magic knights, and use powerful magic skills with feeders. We have also equipped each character with a cool animation to ensure that the battle is happy at the same time, but also have a visual enjoyment. Never give up is my magic. As the only authentic four-leaf black clover in mainland China, we sincerely hope that this game that this from 3.6 points counterattack, 9.8 points of best work through the game adaptation of More Friends. We will continue to release test-related news. I believe we will meet you soon. Thank you again for your interest. Okay. So that was a very interesting translation. Yeah. So this is happening. I do wonder if this does good enough out in China. If Billy will pick it up for global too, since like I said in the last video that I talked about Black Clover, it's hard to be a fan before we got season 3 announced. But before season 3 got announced, it was basically like we had nothing. We had a mobile game that was something. We had a PS4 game that was also something. Could have been good, but it wasn't good. And then we have the anime that's been on hiatus for a long time. I think it was like 2020. I think when the pandemic happened was when it went on hiatus. So 5 years without the anime, and the manga is wrapping up soon. I think it's supposed to end this year, but I could be wrong. But it's in its final arc. So, and basically, I believe once Black Clover is over, once the manga is over, if the anime doesn't, if it doesn't get any games, it's going to be hard for newer fans to know about the show unless they watch it. Since a lot of people may not want to watch the show, and they might be scrolling through like an app, like on their phone or whatever, and they might see a TikTok about, man, they might see a TikTok about this being like, check out this new cool anime game, and there's Black Clover, and like, oh, this is interesting. This main character guy, Asta, looks pretty interesting. So I'm gonna check out the game. They check out the game, they like it, and then they check out the show, and then they can either like or hate it, and then they buy the manga, they buy the merch and whatever, and then boom, you have a new fan. You're making more money, and that fan can tell another one of their friends about it, and then boom. Basically, you just make a lot of money from just having a mobile game about it. So more people can play it and decide if they want to whale on it or not, which you should not whale on games. You shouldn't, because especially if it's a game that may not last that long, because the last thing you want to do is spend a bunch of money on it, and then like 3 months later, they're like, oh guys, we're actually shutting down. Granted, you would get your money back, but that's not the point. You would be gambling. Well, this is not financial advice. You would be gambling and blah 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 blah. Don't sue me. But yeah. So yeah, this is happening. Very interesting. I do wonder, like I said, if the global version is going to get picked up by this too, or if it's just the Chinese version. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. If a company did get a new publisher for this game, would you play it? If you played it before it shut down, who was your favorite character? What team was your favorite? Who's your favorite character in Black Clover? I almost said Black Bulls. And yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below. And yeah, Black Clover Mobile announces a Chinese version under new management publisher. We'll see how long this one lasts.